Alright, welcome back, good people. This video I'm going to talk about some laws of social media marketing. Now, the businesses that I help people create are online businesses. And when you create an online business, you will have to deal with social media because that is going to be one of the places that you market the products or services that you create. Makes sense, right? So it's advantageous to you to understand a little bit about the marketing prospects or aspects of doing that, right? And doing research this week, I ran across this guy by the name of Gary Early, and he had this article called 10 Laws of Social Media Marketing. And as I was reading those, I was like, wow, those are very interesting. I bet you my people would like to hear those, right? And I'm always thinking about you guys because this is the way that you benefit vicariously through doing what you do when you set up this type of business. And you may or may not agree with it, and that's okay because I know it to be true. But the world we live in, or the universe that we are part of, the way that works is when you give, you get. When you share, you get. That's the way it works. When you're sharing from a good place, you get. That's how it works. You can't get around it. You can say that I gave $100 and all I got back was a quarter. That's not necessarily the way you're going to get back, the way you give. Actually, that's probably not the way you're going to get back. It might be something like you didn't get hit by that bus, or your child graduated college, or you didn't die in that car accident. If you give, but understand this, we're all going to go. Nobody gets out alive, so don't equate it to that. But I'm talking about from the universal perspective. You give and you shall receive. And that's the good thing that I believe in, and I know that to be the truth. Now, I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Texas right now, and it's hot in the firecracker. Can I say that? It's hot as what in Texas right now. So when I create these videos, sometimes I'm going to be in a comfortable mode, right? And I suggest you do the same because, see, what you want to be is you. You want to be your own unique self when you're introducing who you are to the world. Now, you want to have some structure and some style behind it, if you will, but you still want to be able to be yourself, right? You hear people get on the video and just curse, just shout, and do da. That's their style. Hey, and they can do it because they are creating that world. That's the environment that they are creating. And we all create our own world and our own environment in our own way. We may not accept the fact that we do it, but like I say, that doesn't mean the fact that you don't do that. You do. You are responsible for where you are right now. Not me. I don't even know you. You are. You are the only constant in your life. So any blaming you have for you not being where you want to be, or any blaming you have for you having to go through what you're having to go through, you have to look, ladies and gentlemen, in that mirror and ask yourself, how did I get myself in this situation? How did I get myself in this situation? Because it was you. You had a choice. You could have said no, or you could have said yes. You could have went left, or you could have went right. You could have went up, or you could have went down. That's how life goes. It's your decision. The only thing is you have to live with those decisions. Simple enough, right? All right, continuing on. It says, leveraging the power of content and social media marketing can help you evaluate your audience and customer base in a dramatic way. Now keep in mind that most people know a little bit about social media, and especially if you're starting a business, you probably know Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and those type of things. So all those are nothing that you're not understanding how they work, pretty much. And if you are not in the loop as far as knowing how they work, it's really easy to learn. It's not rocket science. It says getting started without any previous experience or insight could be challenging. It's vital that you understand social media marketing fundamentals. Understand that word, vital, necessary, right? Because that's where you're going to be generating your income. A lot of it, some of it. Just depending on how you have it set up, right? Now, you're maximizing quality to increasing your online entry points. Abiding by these 10 laws will help build a foundation that will serve your customers, your brand, and perhaps most importantly, your bottom line, which is your money. Okay? Now, the law of listening with your ears. That's number one, the law of listening. Success with social media and content marketing requires more listening and less talking. Read your target audience's online content and join discussions to learn what's important to them. Only then can you create content and spark conversations that add value rather than clutter to their lives. Now, I know that makes sense to you, right? And that's simple to do, right? Number two, law of focus. It's better to specialize than to be a jack of all trades. A highly focused social media and content marketing strategy intended to build a strong brand has a better chance for success than a broad strategy that attempts to be all things to all people. Again, simplicity, right? Number three, the law of quality. Quality trumps quantity. It's better to have 1,000 online connections who read, share, and talk about your content with their own audiences than 10,000 connections who disappear after connecting with you the first time. Make sense? All right. Is this good stuff or what? This is thanks to Gary Early. Number four, the law of patience. Social media and content marketing success doesn't happen overnight. While it's possible to catch lightning in a bottle, it's far more likely that you'll need to commit to the long haul to achieve results. Number five, the law of compounding. If you publish amazing quality content and work to build your online audience of quality followers, they'll share it with their own audiences on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, their own blogs, and more. Like I said, think about when you're going through your Facebook page and you run across something that's really interesting to you or really funny to you or really informative to you. What do you do with it? Right, you share it. And that's what you want people to start to do with your information, right? So this sharing and discussing of your content opens new entry points for search engines like Google to find it in keyword searches. Those entry points could grow to hundreds or thousands of more potential ways for people to find you online. Number six, the law of influence. Spend time finding the online influencers in your market who have quality audiences and who are likely to be interested in your product, services, or business. Connect with those people and work to build relationships with them. If you get on their radar as an authoritative, interesting source of useful information, they might share your content with their own followers, which could put you and your business in front of a huge new audience. You see how that's making sense? If you are, think about it, if you are a music promoter and you hear some song on someone else's site that you really like, you're the promoter though. Chances are really good that you're going to share that with your audiences. And that can be the thing that changes everything, right? And it happens like that more often than you think. Number seven, the law of value. If you spend all your time on social web directly promoting your products and services, people will stop listening. You must add value to the conversation. Focus less on conversions and more on creating amazing content and developing relationships with your online influencers. In time, those people will become a powerful catalyst for word-of-mouth marketing for your business. Number eight, the law of acknowledgement. You wouldn't ignore someone who reaches out to you in person, so don't ignore them online. Building relationships is one of the most important parts of social media marketing success. So always acknowledge every person who reaches out to you. Start that early in your process. Even with the smallest little comment, let them know, there is someone on the other side, right? And then they'll start to create a back and forth quite often. Number 9, the law of accessibility. Don't publish your content and then disappear. Be available to your audience. That means you need to consistently publish content and participate in conversations. Followers online can be fickle, and they won't hesitate to replace you if you disappear for weeks or months. And finally, number 10, the law of reciprocity. I know you've heard of that. You can't expect others to share your content and talk about you if you don't do the same for them. Again, you give and you'll get. That's that universal thing I was telling you about earlier, remember? So a portion of the time you spend on social media should be focused on sharing and talking about content published by others. Gary Early, he created this. I'm sharing it with you guys. You see how simple that is? This business is the business you want to be in, because you can create your own hours, you create your own process, you create your own wardrobe. How do you want to dress when you create this week's videos? It's you, right? Your audience knows you. Your audience are people. These are people just like you and I. And if you are in 100-degree temperatures, you are probably not going to have on a suit. You're probably not going to have on a long sleeve, and you're probably not going to be dressed that way every time you create videos. Especially if, like me, you're creating 200 videos in 365 days, and you're on video number 124, right? You have set a precedence, right? There are things in motion right now that are handling themselves, right? That's the beauty of going to another level in life. Once you go to another level, there are things you no longer have to worry about. They're automatic, right? And that's how you want to set your system up. All right, don't forget to like these videos, share these videos, comment from time to time. Only the good comments. Just kidding, just kidding. And I'll see you on the next video. SpeakWithLarry.com.